to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I'm really excited to be bringing you a review of Caliray Beauty. And Caliray is a new clean beauty brand that is launched into Sephora. They also have their own website as well. And I did pick up some of the products on my own. And actually after I picked up a couple of products, the brand reached out to me and sent me their new foundation as well as their lip gloss products. So I'm going to be giving you all my thoughts. I'm going to be doing demos of me applying the products. So let's go ahead and just jump straight in. First, we'll talk about the Caliray Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint. This is a light tinted foundation. It's very light in coverage. I really consider it to be a foundation that just kind of evens out your skin tone a bit. I do have a bit of a red kind of dry patch on the side of my face. Don't worry, I'm working on getting it sorted, but it's pretty red and angry at the moment. And this foundation doesn't really cover that. It does kind of help to even the redness a little bit, but you can definitely still see it poking through. So I would say if you have acne or anything like that, this foundation is not going to cover it. You can build up the foundation a little bit. There's a little bit of buildability with it. However, for me, I have a hard time building this foundation because I do have the shade 2, which is the lightest shade that they launched. There are 10 shades total. However, this shade is a little bit deep for my skin tone. Because it is a lighter weight coverage product, I can make it work. This shade probably would work best if you have more fair to light skin. If you describe yourself as having a fair porcelain skin tone like I do, you'll probably also find that the shade is a little bit deep for you. I do like the longevity of it. I find that it wears really well on me throughout the day. I do have oily skin. I obviously set the foundation. Right now I'm using my Kosas Cloud Set Powder because it's the winter time. But I find that this holds up really well throughout the day. I'm not really seeing any problems with it moving around or getting extremely oily or kind of bunching up or wearing off weirdly. One big downside for me with this foundation is that it does contain fragrance, which I really am frustrated by. If you're going to be a clean brand, you really do need to remove fragrance from your products. And I really don't like the scent of this product. I really have come to appreciate products not having a strong fragrance. And this one definitely has a cherry scent to it. And I just don't like that. It very much smells to me like a fake cherry scent. And I really would have preferred if they just removed fragrance from the product. So in terms of how the foundation works, I like it. The shade not being quite right and the fragrance are two major drawbacks for me. For that reason, I much prefer the Tower 28 foundation. I know that one's out of stock. I saw on their Instagram that they should be restocking some of the shades in March. But that one I just prefer because the shade's better, doesn't have a scent, it also contains SPF. But this actually, for me, it reminds me a lot of the Kosas Tinted Oil Foundation. However, this one, in terms of consistency, because as you can see when I'm applying it, it's a very liquidy, runny foundation. And honestly, the packaging looks a lot, it's got the same shape as the Kosas. And also the Vapor Velvet Glow, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, it's similar to those, but I find this one to be a little bit more matte. I mean, it's not a matte foundation, but it's definitely not glowy. It's more of just a natural finish, which for me and my oily skin is a better foundation type for me. So I do like it, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite foundations for all the reasons I just mentioned. I did go ahead and purchase their eyeliner. I have their Surf Proof Easy Glider Eye Definer. And I have, let's see what shade I have. I have the shade Secret Spot, which is a brown. I actually was warming up the pencil before applying it. So I've got a bit of it here if you want to see it swatched just on its own. It's a really nice matte brown shade. The formula, it's fine, but I wouldn't say you need to run out and purchase the product. Here's my thoughts on it. So the shade is really nice. I find that this product does not apply very well on top of liquid or cream eyeshadows. It really plays best with powder eyeshadows. And while I do like powder eyeshadows, and I did apply some today just specifically so I could, demo this pencil to the best of its abilities, I really a lot of times just I'm reaching for cream and liquid eyeshadows, especially when I'm getting ready in a hurry, kind of doing minimal makeup. I really like one eyeshadow looks with cream or liquid eyeshadows, and this just doesn't want to apply the best on top of it. I find it to be a little bit patchier and just kind of not gliding on as easily as I would like as it does on top of a powder eyeshadow. So That's a bit of a drawback for me. The longevity is pretty good. I don't find it like smudging around or like getting below my eyes or anything. I am using it just to line my upper lash line. I did wear it yesterday actually without any eyeshadow or without any eye primer, just the eyeliner. And by the end of the day, it had faded on me. That's not super surprising. I do have hooded eyelids that are also oily, so it's not a budge proof product by any means, but I find that it's serviceable. I've tried worse eyeliners. I actually have been testing out the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeliner. I have the shade, I think, bronze in that. It's like a kind of goldy bronzy color. I really like that eyeliner, and I think I prefer that one and that formula over this one. So I would say it's fine. It does its job, but it's not something where I'm like, this is amazing, this is game changing. I'm not the biggest fan of the pencil. Like, I feel like the way it's designed, kind of the design on it, just looks dated and very kind of humdrum. Like, it would just get lost in my drawer. And I know there's not a ton you can do with an eyeliner. I mean, it's just like a pencil, but I feel like, there could be a little bit more to it. The next product I picked up, and was probably the one I was most intrigued about, is this one right here. This is the Come Hell or High Water mascara. This is a tubing mascara, and I have the mini size of this. One thing I thought was really cool is they launched a mini and a full size. So I have quite a few mascaras I'm kind of trying out and testing out for you guys. So I was able to pick up a mini size of this, which I was honestly really happy about. This mascara does come with I call them pipe cleaner wands, but they're not the silicone wands. They're just the regular mascara wands. The shape is pretty much just like standard. It's very nondescript with regards to shape. However, what is cool about this mascara is it is a tubing mascara. I've really gotten into tubing mascaras. I discovered them, I feel like in the past year. The Merit mascara, the Victoria Beckham Beauty mascara, those are some of my favorite mascaras. I really like the new Jane Iredale mascara. That one's good, but it's not a tubing one. But I like the ease of tubing mascaras. They're just so much easier to get off. You feel like you actually get all your mascara off at the end of the day, and it's not like smudging all around. You just need warm water to remove it. In theory, this mascara, I will say, does not budge. Like, once you get it on, it is not smudging, it is not budging, it is not flaking. So this mascara has amazing longevity. However, the problem is, it is not easy to get off. Even with warm water, it is really on there and doesn't want to come off. Using an oil cleanser or like a cleansing balm, for me, because it is a tubing mascara, didn't do a lot to actually get it off. What I have to do is like really get in there with warm water and like scrub, and it will come off. It just is a little bit more difficult than other mascaras. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. Like, tubing mascaras in a lot of ways are supposed to be easier to remove, but this one is so budge proof that it's also kind of tough to remove. I don't know if that makes any sense. I've not tried the Thrive mascara, so I can't really compare the two, but what I would say is that this one is just like, you're gonna be there for a minute in the warm water trying to get it off, but it will come off, and it will come off in the like traditional tube style where it just kind of comes off in clumps and it's not smudging everywhere. This mascara is white lengthening. I'll insert the demo of me applying it so you can see it on one eye with mascara and one without. It does give me a lot of length. It really does not provide much volume, so I would prefer if there were a little bit more volume happening with the mascara. As the mascara dries out, I suspect I'll get a little bit more volume from it, just, as the natural process of mascara drying out, because I've only had it for maybe 2 weeks at this point. I think about 2 weeks at this point. So it's still pretty fresh in terms of mascara terms, but I do like it. It is a product I'm going to continue to reach for, especially if I am, I'm going to be in a situation where I don't want my mascara to move at all. This one is not going to, it's going to stay in place, but it's also worth knowing, you're going to have to put some work in to actually get it off. The final product that was sent to me by Caliray are their glazed and infused, what are these called? Plumping Glassy Lip Trips. It's a long name. I've got 3 of them here. I have the shade Likely Story, Orchid Ranch, and Free Palomas. I currently have on the shade Likely Story. I will insert swatches of me applying all 3 so you can see what the shades look like. There are 6 shades total. These just look like the shades that were most, me. So this is a very comfortable lip gloss. It's not a super pigmented lip gloss. It's pretty sheer, all things considered. It does provide color. I feel like I'm always saying the same things. My lips don't have a lot of natural pigmentation to them, so I like my lip glosses and lip tint products to have quite a bit of pigmentation to really give color to my lips. These are a little bit on the sheer side, but they're at the kind of border of where I still like them and wear them. Even though these are plumping lip glosses, they're not minty. They have that cherry scent, which the foundation has, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It does kind of dissipate after a few minutes, but it is there. Out of the 3 shades, probably my favorites are Orchid Ranch, which is kind of this like purpley pinky shade. I think it's just really pretty and it's a little bit different. And I also really like the shade I have on now, which is Likely Story. I just think it's a nice kind of warm toned pink. Free Palomas looks nice in the tube, but it's just a little bit light for me and my skin tone. I feel like it's not the most flattering of the 3 shades. The lip gloss is really not sticky, so it's a very comfortable formula. It's somewhere between like a lip gloss and lip oil. Because it isn't sticky or anything, it's not really that long wearing. Like the color is going to dissipate on me pretty quickly, but my lips feel nice and hydrated and comfortable while wearing the product. I don't notice a lot of plumping personally, but yeah, I feel like without a product being kind of minty or cinnamony, it's gonna be hard to get a plumping effect from it. To be very honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with the use of fragrance in these products. I expect more from a brand that's calling themselves a clean beauty brand, and especially a clean beauty brand at Sephora, to not have fragrance. So I feel like that's a bit of a letdown. There are things about this brand that are conscious. A lot of the packaging, for instance, is made from bioplastics, which is a lot more sustainable than just regular plastics. Also, some of the other products use post-consumer recycled plastics, which is also good. So things like that are really good. The brand overall is mindful of their ingredients, but I feel like having like fragrance in your product, it's really hard to call yourself a clean beauty brand. I don't want a fake scent. Like if I'm going to have a product scented, I want it to be not an artificial scent. Out of the products I tried, I would say my favorite is honestly a mascara. It's a really good tubing mascara. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you are interested in the brand or kind of curious about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, click the subscribe button and click the bell button so you're notified of when I post new videos. And come follow me on Instagram. Come hang out with me there. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirlkat. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.